elevate. You're stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. When you elevate, you're stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Mindset Cafe podcast. As always, it's your boy Devan, and today I wanted to bring you another Thursday brew, a little Thursday thunder. Today's topic is about what you guys tell yourselves. I'm sure you've had it where someone approaches you and says, "Man, you look tired," or "Wow, you look tired today." And I want you to realize your brain, your subconscious doesn't understand what is the truth and what is, a lie, right? So what you start to tell yourself is going to end up being what you actually start to believe. For example, have you ever heard of that saying, you've told yourself a lie so many times you started to believe it, or they've been telling themselves that lie so many times they're starting to believe their own lies, right? It's because when you start to tell yourself something so many times, you actually start to believe it. Your subconscious and even your conscious start to take that lie or that mistruth and start to make it your reality or your truth, right? Because remember, life isn't life in the reality of everyone. Reality is, and life is through the perspective of the beholder, right? It's through the perspective of that individual. So one thing I've always done when a client or a person tells me, you look tired today. And while I may look tired, right? Don't get me wrong. Being an entrepreneur and being a business owner, it's one of those things where it's a tiring job, it's a tiring life. Being a dad, being a husband, on top of all that, yeah, it's tiring. But is that going to stop me from pursuing my goals and my dreams? Obviously not, or else I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing. One thing I've always naturally done without understanding really why and really understanding the effects was when people would tell me, you look tired, or man, did you get any sleep? You look exhausted. I always said, no, I'm good, right? For me, when I was doing personal training, I didn't want a client to feel that I was too tired to give them the service or the job that they deserved, right? So I didn't want to I'm tired, when they've been looking forward to coming to see me all day long for a great workout, or for some clients, that personal talk, that motivation. As a personal trainer, some people will vent to you and tell you their life problems. And now if I tell them, I'm tired, now they're not going to want to vent or train as hard or whatever the case. They're going to think I don't want to be there, which is not the case, right? So I've always developed the skill of just telling people, no, I'm good. And without understanding really what was going on behind the scenes, internally, I actually started to just believe I was good. And so even though, my eyes might have the dark circles under it, or I may look tired, it's one of those things I didn't feel tired, honestly. But it was because I was telling myself, I'm not tired, I'm good. Let's go, right? You got shit to do, let's get it done. So instead of everything that I had to do in the day being like, oh man, I still have to do this, and oh, I still have to do that, I have such a busy day, I'm good. So when you face a problem, or when you don't feel like doing something, tell yourself the opposite, right? Tell yourself let's do it, let's go. Or if it's a problem, it's an issue, or something happens, which is going to happen throughout the day, not a problem. So-and-so came up at work and this and that happened, not a problem. Why is it not a problem? There's a solution. Do you know what that solution is yet? No. But you just have to find the solution. Every problem has a solution, right? Every event has an outcome. You control your responses to the events, so you control the outcomes. If you're looking at every event as, I'm tired, it's too much work, it's too hard, you're going to see that event, that problem, that task as hard, too hard. You're going to see it as it's gonna not fit in your day. You don't wanna do it. You don't wanna be there, right? And so now your perspective, your attitude towards those events all have a negative connotation to it, which make that task even more draining. It makes your interactions feel like you don't want to be talking to that person. You don't want to be around that person. So how do you think it makes that person feel when they're getting that vibe off of you? Because you have to think, even though you may be saying one thing, your energy and your actions speak differently, right? But if you're telling yourself you're good or not a problem, then your energy and your body are going to start to mirror it, right? Not a problem. I'm not tired. Let's go. You got 10 things to do left today? Not a problem. You know, oh, you got a busy schedule today? Not a problem, right? So when you look at things differently and you start to tell yourself you're good, or it's not an issue, or it's not too hard, you start to look for the solutions to make your truth the truth, versus you telling yourself it's an issue, it's a problem, it's too busy. And now you're looking for every reason why it's a problem, why it's going to be too busy for you to do, why you can't do it, right? So you need to start taking that mindset out of your internal beliefs and start to realize that you can shift the way you look at things and just tell yourself, not a problem. I'm good. Let's go. Why not me? I'm meant for this shit. And when you start to do that, whether you believe it or not, you will start to believe it at a certain point. They say, fake it till you make it. And while that sounds cliche, it's one of those things where you fake it till you make it, in the sense of you may not feel good. You may not mentally want to do something, but by telling yourself that you're good, or that you do feel good, or all those things, it has an internal power over you, and your body will fake it until it does make it a reality, right? It will start to feel good. You will start to feel like tasks aren't that big of a deal. Problems aren't that big of a deal. Your days, yes, they may be busy on a calendar, but fuck it, let's go. This is what I do. This is who I am. So today's Thursday Thunder, today's Thursday Brew is just to remind you that you're good. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. Your days aren't too busy. I promise you. When you start to believe it and start to tell yourself that you're good, that it's not an issue, it will start to become a reality where you truly do believe it, whether you do believe it in the beginning or not. So remember, problem arises, something happens that is unfortunate, not a problem. I'm good. Let's go. Right? So take that little advice, take that little tip, and I promise you the interactions that you have throughout the day, the events, the tasks that you do throughout the day won't seem as daunting. The relationships that you have, they will become more meaningful because the people that you're interacting with will start to actually feel like you want to interact with them, whether you do or don't, right? But they will feel like you want to be there. You want to be talking to them, versus talking to them or being with them is a task. It is a duty that you have to do that you don't want to do. And that will become more rewarding, and you will build stronger, lasting relationships with your current circle, as well as your circle that should be growing, right? It's not who you know, or it's not who you are, it's who you know, right? You should always be trying to meet people, greet people, all that stuff, but it only comes when you have a positive outlook on your day, on your life, and the events that happen within your life. So with that being said, make sure you guys share this show. I truly do appreciate you guys, and leave a comment. Honestly, I do appreciate it. If you guys want any topics covered, please, you can either DM me at devan.gonzalez on Instagram or on Facebook, or even send an email. The email and everything is at the bottom of this. But I appreciate you guys, truly. Thank you guys for so much of the support that you guys have given thus far and will do in the future. But until next time, guys, peace.